Hello everyone, this is Dr. Sangeeta Shinde from Sarad College. Today we will see a very important topic of microeconomics, that is indifference curve. What is indifference curve? Now indifference curve is a combination of two goods which give the same level of satisfaction to the consumer. It means consumer is indifferent towards all the combination lying on the same indifference curve. Means it gives the same level of satisfaction to the consumers. Now we will see the indifference curve with the help of schedule and a graph. Now in this schedule we have taken the 5 combination A, B, C, D and E of apple and oranges, which is giving the same satisfaction to the consumer. For example, first combination is 1 apple, 22 oranges. Second combination is 2 apples and 14 oranges. Third combination is 3 apples and 10 oranges. Fourth combination is 4 apples, 8 oranges. And the fifth combination is 5 apples and 7 oranges. Now we will see the indifference curve with the help of schedule. So as we can see, indifference curve is sloping downwards from left to right, and on that curve we can see the combination which is giving the same level of satisfaction to the consumer. Now what is marginal rate? Marginal rate of substitution means the consumer is ready to sacrifice one product for gaining another product. So marginal rate of substitution of X for Y is defined as the amount of Y the consumer is just willing to give, but to get one more unit of X and maintain the same level of satisfaction. In this we can say that decrease in the consumption of Y, increase in the consumption of X. For example, as we have seen, it shows the diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Now what is diminishing marginal rate of substitution? Means we can see the consumer is ready to sacrifice less oranges to gain one more apple as the time passes. For example, we can see in the first combination, that is A combination, the consumer is having only one apple and 22 oranges. That means he has having very less apples and he has having a huge or the big number of oranges, that is 22. That's why he is ready to sacrifice more oranges to get one more apple. So we can see in the B combination, the consumer is ready to sacrifice 8 oranges to get one more apple. In the C combination, uh, he is ready to sacrifice only 10 oranges to get one more apple. Only 4 oranges to get one more apple. Then in the fourth combination, he is ready to sacrifice only 2 oranges to get one more apple, and in the fifth combination we can see he is ready to sacrifice only one orange to get one more apple. That means as the consumer increase the consumption of apples, then for getting every additional unit of apple he will give up less and less oranges, that is 8 raised to 1, 4 raised to 1, 2 raised to 1, 1 raised to 1 respectively. This is called law of diminishing marginal utility. So law of diminishing marginal utilities curve we can say we can see in this graph. This is downward sloping left to right. Now we will see what are the properties of indifference curve. Indifference curve have negative slope. It slopes downwards from left to right. Why it is slope downwards or left to right? Because when the one product or one goods number is increasing, the other product number is one is decreasing, other is increasing. Means initially the consumer was having 22 oranges and one apple. Then he sacrificed 4 oranges and to get one more apple. So that's why it is sloping downwards. Then the second property of indifference curve is it is always convex to origin. It is always convex means when the one is decreasing, other is increasing. So it is convex. Now we will see the next property, that is two indifference curve never intersect each other because um, the combination is giving the same level of satisfaction, right? So if it is intersecting at one point, that means the one product or one good, for example apple, in two combination, if the consumer is having one apple 22 oranges and again one apple and 18 oranges if he will have, then he will not get the same satisfaction. So um, definitely the one apple 22 oranges will, this combination will give him the better satisfaction. So this is not possible. Next property we will see that higher indifference curve represent higher satisfaction. When the indifference curve shift to the right, that means it will increase the combination of or number of both product. For example, instead of 22 oranges, if he is getting 24 oranges, and instead of one apple, if he is getting two apples, so automatically the higher um, indifference curve will give the higher satisfaction. Then the last property of indifference curve, that is it never touches the x-axis or y-axis. That means if it touches the x-axis or y-axis, means he will have able to consume zero product of x or zero product of y. So definitely that is not called a combination of two products. So it, this is the property of indifference curve ki it never um, touches x axis or y axis. I hope you have enjoyed this and understood the indifference curve. Thank you all.